Noam Chomsky, he's a name that echoes in the halls of academia and activism alike. While best known for his groundbreaking work in linguistics, Chomsky has become a globally recognized intellectual, a fierce critic of power, and a relentless advocate for social justice. Chomsky's work extends far beyond the realm of language. He dives headfirst into the heart of political systems, dissects the media's role in shaping public opinion, and challenges us to confront uncomfortable truths about the world we live in. His insights, often controversial, have sparked countless debates and inspired generations of thinkers and activists. In a world saturated with information and misinformation, Chomsky's voice stands out, urging us to question, to challenge, and to demand better. Global Discontents. Conversations on the Rising Threats to Democracy is not just a book, it's a dialogue, a profound exploration of the critical issues that define our era. It serves as a call to arms against the forces that threaten our world, urging us to take action. Through a series of in-depth interviews, Chomsky engages in a wide-ranging discussion on the state of global affairs, offering insights that are both enlightening and alarming. He meticulously dissects the roots of inequality, exposing the systemic issues that perpetuate economic and social disparities. Chomsky highlights the dangers of unchecked power, showing how it can corrupt and destabilize societies. He delves into the erosion of democratic values, emphasizing the importance of safeguarding our democratic institutions. The book acts as a looking glass, reflecting the anxieties and uncertainties of our time, urging us to confront them. Chomsky doesn't sugarcoat the issues. He confronts them head-on, challenging readers to face the harsh realities. He pushes readers to grapple with the complexities of a world grappling with climate change, economic disparity, and social injustice. The resurgence of authoritarianism is another critical issue Chomsky addresses, warning of its dangers. Global Discontents isn't a passive read, it's an invitation to engage in critical thinking, to question the narratives we're fed, and to seek the truth. It encourages us to question the narratives we're fed, to dig deeper and understand the underlying truths. Chomsky urges us to consider alternative paths forward, to envision a future that is more just and equitable. He doesn't offer easy answers. Instead, he equips readers with the tools to ask the right questions, to challenge the status quo, and to think critically. Chomsky encourages us to challenge the status quo, to not accept things as they are, but to strive for change. Ultimately, he calls on us to become active participants in shaping a more just and equitable world, to work together for a better future. At the heart of Chomsky's analysis lies a critique of neoliberalism, an ideology he argues has exacerbated global inequality and undermined democratic principles. Chomsky argues that neoliberalism, with its emphasis on free markets, deregulation and privatization, has created a system that prioritizes corporate profits over the well-being of people and the planet. He highlights how neoliberal policies have led to the concentration of wealth in the hands of a few, while eroding social safety nets and public services essential for a just and equitable society. Chomsky sees neoliberalism not as a force for progress, but as a system that inherently benefits the privileged few at the expense of the many. Chomsky's critique of neoliberalism isn't merely theoretical, it's rooted in real-world consequences. He points to the rise of precarious work, the dismantling of labor unions, and the increasing influence of corporations in the political sphere as evidence of neoliberalism's detrimental impact on democracy and social justice. Reading Global Discontents in the present day is a sobering experience. Chomsky's warnings about the fragility of democracy, the dangers of unchecked corporate power, and the erosion of truth resonate with even greater urgency in our current political climate. The rise of populist movements, fueled by misinformation and a distrust of institutions, mirrors Chomsky's concerns about the manipulation of public opinion and the vulnerability of democratic systems to demagoguery. The increasing concentration of wealth and power in the hands of a select few, coupled with the erosion of social safety nets, further validates Chomsky's critique of neoliberalism and its impact on social justice. Chomsky's analysis provides a framework for understanding the interconnectedness of these seemingly disparate events, revealing the systemic forces at play that are shaping our world. His work serves as a stark reminder that the fight for a more just and equitable world is ongoing and requires constant vigilance and active engagement. Section 5. Case in point. The erosion of truth. One of the most pressing issues Chomsky addresses in Global Discontents is the erosion of truth and the proliferation of misinformation, a phenomenon that has reached alarming levels in the digital age. The digital landscape, with its vast reach and instantaneous nature, has become a breeding ground for falsehoods and half-truths, making it increasingly difficult for individuals to discern what is real and what is fabricated. Chomsky argues that the rise of social media, coupled with the decline of traditional media outlets, has created an environment where misinformation can spread rapidly and unchecked, manipulating public opinion and undermining trust in democratic institutions. This shift has not only changed how we consume news but also how news is produced and disseminated, often prioritizing sensationalism over substance. He highlights the role of powerful actors, including governments and corporations, in shaping narratives and controlling the flow of information. These entities have the resources and influence to craft messages that serve their interests, often at the expense of the public's right to know the truth. Chomsky argues that these actors often exploit the vulnerabilities of the digital landscape to spread propaganda, discredit dissenting voices, and maintain their grip on power. The anonymity and reach of the internet make it an ideal tool for these purposes, allowing misinformation to be disseminated widely and quickly. Chomsky's analysis of the erosion of truth is particularly relevant today, as we grapple with the spread of fake news, the rise of conspiracy theories, and the increasing polarization of political discourse. These issues are not just abstract concerns, they have real-world implications for our societies, affecting everything from public health to electoral integrity. His work provides a crucial lens through which to understand the forces that are undermining our ability to discern fact from fiction, and to engage in informed and productive dialogue. By examining these dynamics, we can better equip ourselves to navigate the complex information landscape and strive towards a more informed and engaged citizenry. Section 6. The illusion of choice manufacturing consent in the 21st century. Chomsky's concept of manufacturing consent, first introduced in his earlier work, takes center stage in Global Discontents. This book delves deeper into how media and institutional powers shape public perception and consent. He argues that even in seemingly democratic societies, the power elite, through their control of media and institutions, subtly shape public opinion to align with their interests. This manipulation is often so sophisticated that it goes unnoticed by the general public. This isn't about overt censorship. It's about framing debates, selecting which issues get attention, and marginalizing dissenting voices. By controlling the narrative, they ensure that only certain viewpoints are heard, while others are systematically ignored. The result is a public that often unknowingly consents to policies and systems that benefit the few at the expense of the many. This manufactured consent creates a facade of democracy, where people believe they have a choice, but in reality, their options are limited and controlled. Chomsky's analysis of manufacturing consent is more relevant than ever in the age of 24/7 news cycles, targeted advertising, and algorithmic manipulation. The digital age has amplified these techniques, making it easier to influence and control public opinion on a massive scale. We're bombarded with information, yet it's carefully curated to shape our perceptions and choices. The illusion of choice is stronger than ever as algorithms and targeted content create echo chambers that reinforce our existing beliefs. Global Discontents urges us to break free from this manufactured consent, to critically examine the information we consume, and to become active participants in shaping our own narratives. By questioning the sources and motives behind the information, we can reclaim our agency and contribute to a more informed and democratic society. Section 7. The urgency of now Chomsky's call to action. Global Discontents isn't just a diagnosis of the world's problems, it's a call to action. Chomsky firmly believes that another world is possible, but achieving it requires active participation from informed and engaged citizens. He stresses the importance of grassroots movements, organized resistance, and holding those in power accountable. Chomsky reminds us that apathy is not an option. We must actively participate in shaping a more just and sustainable future. Chomsky's message resonates deeply in a world grappling with climate change, economic inequality, and threats to democracy. He doesn't offer easy answers, but he does provide a roadmap for action, urging us to channel our discontent into meaningful change. Section 8. Global Discontents, a vital tool for understanding. Global Discontents is an essential read for anyone who wants to understand the complexities of our time. Chomsky's analysis is sharp, his arguments meticulously researched, and his insights deeply thought-provoking. This book isn't about offering comforting solutions, it's about confronting uncomfortable truths and inspiring readers to become active participants in shaping a better future. Global Discontents provides the tools for critical thinking, encouraging us to question the narratives we're fed and to demand better from our leaders and institutions. Section 9. Why you should read Chomsky today. In an age of information overload and political turmoil, Noam Chomsky's voice stands out as a beacon of clarity and reason. Global Discontents is not just a book, it's a wake-up call, urging us to confront the challenges of our time with open eyes and a critical mind. Chomsky's insights are more relevant than ever as we navigate a world grappling with climate change, economic inequality, and the erosion of democratic values. Reading Global Discontents is a necessary step in equipping ourselves with the knowledge and understanding needed to engage in meaningful action and create a more just and sustainable future.